What's going on, everybody? It's game preview number 2. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. So, who would have thought that we'd be sitting here week 3 and the Detroit Lions would be 2-0, looking like one of the best teams in the NFC? I didn't. I thought they were a very underrated team. I didn't think that they'd be looking at a potential playoff berth, and I don't think that Matt Stafford had deserved that contract. Now, let's take it forward. Matt Stafford's playing great. The Detroit Lions are winning ball games. They look like the best team in the NFC North. It's amazing. He looks like he's worth every bit of that money that he got too. So, talking about the Lions here, I mean they look good. They beat the Giants on Monday night, 24-10. It looks like I didn't get to watch the game. I was at work, but from what it looked like to what I was watching on Twitter, it's like they thoroughly dominated the Giants. Now, I was looking at some of the stats, and Matt Stafford didn't really do a lot, but they were able to win the game. They put a balanced attack against the Giants defense that's been touted as one of the best in the league, and who's looked very pedestrian the last 2 weeks. And now let's take to the flip side of talking about the Falcons here. The Falcons thoroughly dominated the Green Bay Packers like they did in the NFC Championship game. I kind of thought that was expected. I think Atlanta is a better team than Green Bay. I also think Atlanta is a better team in this game. But the thing is that this game is going to be played in Detroit, so this crowd could get crazy because this is a different type of Detroit team that Detroit fans have been looking at. Some key matchups to look at is obviously going to be Julio Jones against Darius Slay. I think Darius Slay is a very underrated corner. He's long. I think he's the type of guy that could give Julio fits, but I don't think that he's going to be matched up on him one-on-one unless he's on his side. I don't think he's going to follow him around. Ziggy Ansah looks like he's a little bit back, but I mean, taking on Eric Flowers, like I've said before, Eric Flowers is probably the worst left tackle in the NFL. Being able to beat Eric Flowers constantly doesn't mean that you're going to be able to beat, I think it's Jake Matthews is their left tackle in Atlanta. Atlanta, though, they're an interesting team. They play fast on defense. It looks like they found their groove on the offensive side of the ball with their new offensive coordinator, Steve Sarkisian. So this could be another step forward to them to reclaiming their dominance in the NFC that they had all of last year, or most of last year. They can run the ball, Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. They can pass the ball, Matt Ryan, throwing it to Julio, Taylor Gabriel, Muhammad Sanu. I think his name is Austin Hooper, their tight end. And their offensive line protects him. I thought Green Bay would have been able to get a little more pressure on Matt Ryan, but that wasn't really much of the case. But when you can get Aaron Rodgers playing from behind, you have a huge advantage because most teams that play from behind just struggle. They have to pass the ball. They end up turning the ball over. So, talking about this game here, now some key matchups that we're going to look at is obviously, like I said, Julio versus Darius Slay. It's a key matchup. If you can hold Julio below 80 yards, I think that's a win for you. Julio's the most dominant receiver in the NFL. No offense to Antonio Brown. The second key matchup here is going to be Detroit's front seven against that offensive line in Atlanta. I think Atlanta's offensive line is very underappreciated. I think that they're definitely one of the top 10 offensive lines in the league. They've gotten better over the last couple of years if they brought in more new faces and younger talent to keep Matt Ryan upright. And the last key matchup here is going to be Matthew Stafford, Captain Comeback, Captain Clutch, whatever you want to call him. This dude I think he has 25 or 27, somewhere around there, game-winning fourth-quarter drives over the last couple of years. So, I mean, that's amazing to me. So, Matt Stafford against that defense that can fly around is going to be very interesting to watch. However, I do believe Atlanta is going to be without Vic Beasley Jr., so that's a huge hit to their pass rush, as he's probably their best pass rusher in Atlanta. Like, you give Matt Stafford like 2 or 3 more seconds in that offense, and he is flowing in this offense right now. It could mean trouble for Atlanta. I do see this game being a shootout, though. Matt Stafford has a lot of weapons. Golden Tate, Marvin Jones. Eric Ebron looked really good on Monday. And he uses Theo Riddick out of that backfield, and that's a huge safety valve for any quarterback. A guy who can get you 6 yards on a catch. I'm sorry, 6 yards on a catch doesn't look like a lot, but if you constantly 6 yards, you're staying ahead of the chains, which is huge for any NFL offense. So, jump into our last little thing here. 3 reasons why each team will win this game, and my prediction for this game. Now, 3 reasons why Detroit will win this game. Matthew Stafford does not turn the ball over. Obviously, that goes with any quarterback in the NFL. But Matthew Stafford, in my eyes, is a gunslinger. And I do think that him being able to keep the turnovers down against a very fast, free defense is huge. The offensive line is able to keep Matthew Stafford safe. Very few quarterback hurries or hits. And he has a clean pocket. And lastly, for the Lions is containing Julio Jones. I know, it's a lot easier said than done, but Julio Jones, like I said, if you can keep him below 80 yards, you have a chance to win the game. Jumping to Atlanta's side. 3 reasons why Atlanta will win the game. Matty Ice stays cool, calm, and collected. Throws for about 320, 3 touchdowns. Julio Jones has 100 yards. Devontae Freeman has 80 yards rushing. Tevin Coleman chips in about another 50. That offense just hums along. Able to force Matt Stafford into bad throws or strip sack fumbles. Matthew Stafford is, like I said, a gunslinger in my eyes, so he can make a couple mistakes here and there. And they have to get that pressure on. You have to get pressure on any quarterback, but in the key game where both these teams are 2-0, could mean tiebreakers later on. You want to beat your conference opponents more so than out-of-conference opponents. And the third and final reason why Atlanta will win this game is that defense is able to create havoc, able to pressure Stafford. And I think that this defense could get a pick 6 in this game. That's just what I think. Call me dumb, crazy, or bold, but that's what I think they could do. My prediction for this game is going to be Atlanta wins this game 42-31 in a shootout. I mean, I know it doesn't look like a shootout, but 42-31, I think Atlanta breaks free the last 5 minutes of that game. They score 2 touchdowns as Detroit tries to make a comeback, but there's just not enough time for Stafford as he throws that pick 6 at the end of the game. So that is just about going to do it here. We got Seattle and Tennessee coming up, Washington and Oakland, and oh my God, what was the last game? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, New York and the Eagles. So we got those 3 games coming up later this week. I'm gonna drop 2 videos for you today, probably 1 more tomorrow. Go on throughout the week. Thanks for watching. That's it. I'm out. Peace.